Are we good? Right. Never mind. Realized that I didn't have my mic plugged in. Let's try that again, shall we? From the start. Sup, Shredders. My name is Logan, aka Spiderhands, and welcome to a live stream where today I'm learning how to use my audio equipment. Hopefully you're having a fantastic day today. The purpose of this live stream is so that I can learn more about Collage, who is a band that I've been learning it. It's gotten quite a bit of attention recently on the channel, one of the reviews I did not so long ago. The purpose for this video, I suppose, is just to kind of, or this live stream, is just to kind of get your thoughts on Collage, just so that I understand them better. Because I feel like that can be a really helpful thing to do, especially when like there's a musician that's, obviously people quite like their music, and if I don't know a lot about them, it could be good to ask questions. So if we switch over to here, we are on their Spotify. Now I'm happy to sit here for the next hour, and if anybody wants to talk about Collage, have a chat about them, they can do so. They can do so. We can just chat about it. Today is not a day where I'm here to sort of do like music requests or anything like that. That's not the aim of this at all. It's just literally so that we can kind of get, it's just basically so that we can get your thoughts on Collage as a band. So yeah, I'm just chilling here. If you want to talk about Collage, that's cool. If not, that's fine too. I might do some of my own research while I'm here. So apparently they've released an album, Memento Mori, which is cool. This is the track as I understand it. This is the track I reviewed. Now, what is that? What name is that in English? I'm just going to quickly... What happened to the last stream? Sup, dinner, hey? Welcome to the live stream. What happened is that, I don't know. I think, how do you mean last stream? Do you mean the one 2 days ago? I think it's still up on YouTube. I'm not quite sure. I haven't gotten rid of it. Do you mean number 43 or something like that? It's still there. I think it's still public. Should be there. It's all good. Just doing something a little bit different today. I got a lot of comments about Collage on that video. Just hanging out in case anybody wants to talk about Collage or whatever. We're not doing Ko-fi requests today. But this track I listened to here. I mean, I've already done a review on it, so I feel like talking more about it here would maybe not necessarily be super duper productive. But it's just crazy amount of people that come to check it out. Got another track, Chthonic and Collage Megaport 2023. So they haven't really done a lot of releases, as I understand it, Collage. They've kind of got that one sort of main album, and then they released like a collab EP or a collab single. But what is that one though? That one's weird because it isn't showing here at all. Featuring Collage appears on the Nine Souls soundtrack. Oh, so they did this. FX20. Nine Souls. Yeah, they're the first track on it. So they've done a collaboration for this album released June 28th, 2024 for Nine Souls. Sup, Shinyuda? Welcome to the live stream. The irony is, I don't know if people will find this live stream who have come to watch the video. But yeah, it would be good to learn more about Collage if possible. Either way, if you're here for that or just here to hang out, hopefully you're having a great weekend so far. I know for a lot of you it's Friday. It is Saturday here in New Zealand. At the moment, my internet appears to be working. I've also realized that because I've got captions enabled. Hang on a minute. Is there like the capacity to be able to... I'll sort that in my own time. I'm just trying to figure out if there's like a better way of getting captions enabled than through doing it via YouTube, but I'm not quite sure how that would go. On my end, last stream lasts about half an hour somehow. I'm not sure. The last live stream, I think I spent a lot of it looking into stuff related to the music modernization thing. And then effectively I did, I think, a review for Jacob. And then I got off and I just went and did something else. So we're here. We are here now. Have they got like a bio? Hang on. Let's just make another, here we go. That's awesome. Collage music. Let's see if we can learn other stuff from them. So I think that, for me personally here, here we are. Collage. I think a common critique of music reviewers and reaction people is that they don't really try and learn a lot about the musicians that they review. And I'm keen to do that. This does make it considerably more difficult though. We are, I mean, can I translate this? Okay, let's see if we can translate that. So if we go deep L. Okay. Collage is a Taiwanese duo formed on 31st January 2019 by vocalist Natsuko Larry and guitarist Wang Jixuan, if I'm not mistaken. The group's name is inspired by the French art technique of collage, which characterized by the use of variety of musical styles. And going back here, is that 175? It is. Characterized by a variety of musical styles and the use of various instruments and other different media into the songs. Apart from guitar and vocals, most of the instruments are synthesized, jazz drums, electric bass, orchestral instruments, Huichin, Wurlitzer, etc. And the band creates its own worldview. Oh, I definitely did it. Oh, okay. Yeah, no, I can promise you I did it. Like, yeah, we'll sort it out afterwards. I specifically remember doing that. I'm not sure. I was having internet issues that day. I'd really prefer to not have this be the main topic of today's live stream, but like, I'm just gonna look. I'll have a look at my own time, and we'll figure that out. As I know it's really important for people to get their songs like if I don't think I missed a request, but I will have a look into that. I have been having some issues with the internet and stuff like that, but yeah, I just thought, and part of the reason why I wasn't really kind of I honestly thought people were just really quiet. I thought people were really quiet. Maybe the stream did cut early, I'm not sure, but I'll have a look in post. I didn't realize that there was an issue until now. I remember Jacob commented, oops. But there was no, I did review the track, like for sure. In fact, just because if I don't show it now, there's gonna be issues. Where was the video? In the chorus sections there, and yeah, this is me doing it. Yeah, like I reviewed it. Greta and Daniel Caesar's. Yeah, still here. Gonna go. They're a bit more upbeat. It's just not today. Yeah. So yeah, I definitely did it. It's definitely there. It was reviewed. I just suppose YouTube cut the live stream. I'm not sure why, but it's what it was. But yeah, apart from guitar and vocals, most of the instruments are synthesized: jazz drums, electric bass, orchestral instruments, huqin, Wurlitzer, etc. And the band creates its own worldview by mixing languages such as Taiwanese, Amish, Japanese, and English. They won the New Artist Award at the 33rd Golden Melody Awards in 2022 for the debut album. And when lead singer Natsuko received the award, she said she hoped to dedicate their music to people who have worked hard for race, language, gender, and music. Collage's own musical creation is based on her own life experiences to tell stories at different times but not strongly follow the local consciousness, but to make the audience reorganize the meaning of the stories. So they're just trying to find sort of their own understanding of their sort of history and their kind of situation, right? He is known by his fan name Kohoka. He is known by his fans as Keijurija. I mean, I'm not really totally sure about the actual accuracy of the translations here, but it's definitely interesting stuff regardless, and it's kind of cool to learn more about the band. Like this, we might not have that many people that came to see the videos come to the live stream today, but even if that's not the case, at least I'll put this as like a tag at the end of the video that's live at the moment, and then hopefully people will see that and they'll see that I'm trying to sort of like understand the music a bit better. At the end of 2018, The Shining and the Ball hosted the world's first Shining makeover, where Jiaji and Wang Xuan won the social group. 2019. It really needs to be bigger than this, doesn't it? You guys can't see that, can you? Here we go. There we go. That's better. At the end of 2018, The Shining and the Ball hosted the world's first Shining makeover, where Jiaji and Zhang Xishuan won the social group championship for their adapted version of, laying the groundwork for the two to continue working together. Starting in 2019, they began releasing songs on Street Voice and YouTube channels under the name Karaki, and gained initial attention, followed by recommendations, weekly rankings, and instant hit titles. Due to the fact that the song had received feedback and the incorrect use of Taiwanese, the team immediately asked Taiwanese language expert. Oh, okay, that's good. So they got some help to kind of fix that up. Okay. This Damned Constrained Love was selected for the first stage of the songs on the South list. On March 27th March 2021, they performed live for the first time at the show N1 Backway Party New Voices, the Nyarawa Aborigines, which co-hosted by Nyarawa Culture and Paira Dai Records. Okay. He also performed at the N1 Backway Party New Voices of Nyarawa Aborigines. In December 2021, she recorded a Chinese version of the audio tour for Light, Enlightenment, and Self-Awareness of Taiwan Culture at the Beixi Art Museum. On December 22nd, 2021, he released his debut album, Memento Mori. I'm assuming they mean they. By who they mean they, right? They released the Memento Mori on Street Voice and at the same time created an official Facebook fan club. Street Voice crashed for nearly an hour due to 25 times the usual user traffic. So clearly they were quite successful. They're quite popular band, Collage. Street Voice was released on streaming platforms the next day, and it set a record for the opening of a Street Voice site, with 9 songs from the album dominating the instantaneous charts. Damn. The annual Triple K 2022 was held in the United States. Apparently 2022 was voted as the new voice of the year in the 17th KK Box chart. Recorded a video of his performance as a live session at the first wave of the memorial event Freedom Sing, organized by the Ching Nam Yung Foundation to commemorate the 33rd anniversary of Ching Nam Yung's martyrdom. And on July 2nd, 2022, she won the Best New Artist Award at 33rd Golden Melody Awards. And on 23, Karachi was invited by the Shining to perform at the Hong Kong Grand Opening. Okay. All right, I think that's cool, man. So yeah, again, Natsuko Lariod. What does that mean? That they're is that the members? So we had Natsuko Lariod and On Ka Koan, if I'm not mistaken. And that's Memento Mori the first. Fresh Music Awards. Yeah. So, okay, I get it. And then what is this? Street Voice Collage. What is that? Ah, okay. Natsuko and Hunter Wang. Collage. It's got a it's got a little cat down there. It's kind of cute. I like that. I'm kind of scared by this though. I don't understand. But I do like the little guy. I think he's kind of cute. Collage. 24, 5. Is that the amount of listeners, I suppose? So what is Tree Voice? Cool, cool, cool. So they can kind of show the different songs like that. Okay. And they've got a YouTube channel as well, so that's cool. Damn, they're doing quite well for themselves. 226,000 subscribers. That's a good effort. Like, that is a genuinely good effort. Out of 17 videos. So I assume they might do the artwork themselves, judging by the similarity with the art style. I mean, that's fantastic. I mean, that's just really keeping it indie, isn't it? They got a Facebook page as well, so you can check that out. Got some photos as well. Nice. Ah, so they were working with Chthonic back in 2023. So these random photos, I think they might be. I think they might have been one of the live gigs they did. What is this? Good evening, everyone. We are in the middle of working on a new album. Oh, so they're working on an album. That's cool. They're working on a new album. Over the past few years, we've realized the possibility of expanding our work technically, but want to maintain the innocence of the two of us in the creation of the album. We decided to go with ourselves as producers and make adjustments to the flow of the new work. First of all, it's an honor to reintroduce a longtime recording and mixing partner, Mr. Zhao Ming, who'll be joining us in the pre-production phase of the songs and taking on the technical production duties, and a new partner, Winner, who will continue to be involved in the other songs on the new album. As a co-arranger, mixer, and technical support for the electroacoustic side of the project. The two new songs, Blood Mother and March Peace Blossom, released in May, and the two off was Lotus Flower and Red Band Celebration, will be remastered according to the same process, and we'd like to share them with you first at the stage. We first will try to take some new visual photos for the first time, echoing the world of the new album and documenting the state of this year's production. Special thanks to our manager, Jaja, for our help in executing the whole photography project, as well as taking care of many other administrative matters. So basically, they're working on a second album at the moment after their 2021 one. And that's the game, Nine Souls. Oh, I get it. So I've heard of Nine Souls. I've heard it was very, very good. Is this going to be spoilers, though? Or... just the atmosphere of it. Great use of subtitles in there. they've got a great sound to them. I mean, like, clearly competent vocalists. One of the strengths, I suppose, is the atmosphere they create with their music at the start. The little tippy taps and the sub-bass resonance and the stuff like that. They're working with the guitar grooves there on the sides. The clarity of those chords and the flutter and vibrato to the vocals. It's just a really compelling combination of elements. Great mixture of the electronic and sort of heavier elements there. I mean, like, it's fairly sort of like, it's lovingly crafted. They're clearly a band who is not only comfortable with the more sort of like a rock and sort of folk and indie elements there. They know how to create a cinematic masterpiece with the atmospheric elements. In addition to that, they also know how to use those orchestral sort of string and to really sort of swell and add a little bit of extra kind of spice and fire to it. There's enough range to compositionally hear a great display of understanding of the power of different sort of not just chord progressions and the culmination dynamic range and stuff like that. It's also just constantly knowing to add different textures and different sounds as we go through a piece there and never staying on one concept for too long. Like, you keep those original ingredients and you sort of show them in parts throughout so that it's not a completely sort of like alien experience, but you also want to sort of like keep it interesting, especially for a 5-minute track. Little raindrops there. So it does seem like we're going through a sense of meditation here. Interesting use of opera here. And they awaken. Great. Fantastic. Yeah, banger song, banger game. Here we go. To someone who don't know Collage, they are a 2-person indie band in Taiwan, and their musics are always rooted in Taiwanese diverse history and culture. That's why you can hear they actually sing the song in Taiwanese and some English rather than common Mandarin. Highly recommend people who enjoy the song Nine Souls to check out more of the songs, which include indigenous language, Taiwanese and Japanese. Not to mention the vocals growling is also fantastic. However, you can't really find a lot of information about them since they're keeping a low folk art profile and only focusing on their musics. I think that's honestly the best way to be. If, like, not that my opinion counts for shit, but I suppose anytime you say something rah, but it invalidates it, but. I don't really see any weaknesses with their act at this point when they're getting involved in sort of indie game projects like this, when they're able to create an album by themselves, when they know themselves well enough to understand the pitfalls of becoming sort of too big and kind of getting yourself kind of overwhelmed by the situation. I like the fact that they are trying to. I like the fact that they are trying to trying new things and exploring options and really just kind of enjoying themselves. But I have to respect the fact that they are keeping a low profile, though. I just think the last thing you need is to allow yourself to get too swept up in success and kind of lose track of what made you sort of bigger in the first place. Yeah, I think the indigenous language stuff is really cool. You can lose your culture if you don't use the language enough. Yeah. Anything else? It makes me want to play the game. They're on Spotify. They have 100,000 listeners. Very, very good. The Wikipedia, the Facebook. I feel like... Oh, here we go. Collage is a Taiwanese band that released their first album in 2021. With two members, lead singer Natsuki Loyod, who is a mixed Hakka Namis ancestry, and Hunter Wang, who is of Minnan descent. Rather than use Taiwanese Mandarin, the band focuses on producing music using Taiwanese, Japanese, Amis, and English. And yeah. I feel like they deserve the award they've got. It seems like they're doing great things for their culture and society at large. I feel like anything else I say at this point is going to be redundant. There'll be people that probably watch this afterwards who maybe weren't aware of the live stream occurring, and I only say that because of the fact that there have been people who have commented on the video trying to tell me more and tell people more about Collage. So if you're watching this video, feel free to leave more comments. I would like to do more live streams like this, where I simply just take, I don't know, half an hour or something like that and just go through what a band is about in my own sort of way and have people sort of help out all along. And we'll just see if that continues. I just think it's a nice palate cleanser from the $5 song request live streams we've been doing. And I think that also now that I've figured out the monetization situation, like with my own music, for example, the song at the start, SB Records Glow, this one here, the reason I have that is it's not an accident. It's to basically bypass the way the copyright works, so that if someone copyright claims my music with their music, I get a split of the revenues from that. I like the song I made. It's on the channel, but I also I'll be playing that song at the start of every live stream. And yeah, I suppose I also need to go fix up live stream number 43 then, so that people know that I actually reviewed the song, because I have a feeling that if it did cut early, Jacob probably thinks I didn't review it when I did. So we'll fix that. I don't know, man. They're pretty cool though. Like, honestly, like, dude, the video. Like, the video I did for Collage has got like 18,000 plays. Sup, Shredders. My name is Logan. Like, this is a ridiculous amount. I haven't had that much hang on, going back. I haven't had that much attention in a video I've done, like, in 2 years. It just hasn't happened. Like, that hasn't happened that I've had a video where it's got like 18k views in 2 weeks. So that's kind of also why I wanted to make the video today as well. Just in case people wanted to chat and sort of like, because there's like, again, there's a lot of comments and I've read through them, but it's all good. Yeah, that's why this live stream existed, I suppose, just to give people an outlet to chat. Marley Yang is so cool. Who have we got here? Who have we got here? I'm just gonna go to the. Here we go. Go here. Nah, come on. Like, don't be like that. Just get. Thank you. Who is Marley Yang? Sup, Sawada Tsunayoshi? Is Marley Yang to do with the collage stuff, or is it just in general? Because it's cool if Marley Yang is cool. I think that they make great music though, Collage. You can watch the review I did of that track if you want to check it out. I'll put the link in the description for this live stream, and it'll be out afterwards. But I will fix everything else up. I think one of the bigger takeaways, just really quickly, I think when a band like Collage tries to do something different, like when they try and sort of really sort of pay like special attention to their heritage, and they try and sort of use their own languages and try and do things a different way than what people might be used to, it's just a really easy way of standing out as a musician, doing something different, or maybe against what expectations might be. It's a way of keeping people's it's a way of surprising people. And you'll find that now more than ever, it is so incredibly important to try and be different as a musician, because if you try to be like other musicians, even if you find success, you may struggle to have lightning strike twice, and it may just kind of be it's a situation where it doesn't benefit you. Because you don't know how to get that again you don't know how to lead people down the pathway that you want to lead them down, if that makes sense. I might have a look into live transcription software. Live subtitle maker. Because I want to get less delay with the transcriptions I have in video, so that there's like lower latency in the live strings. Oh, good. Thank you. Is that in the hang on, let me go back here. It is. That's Marley Yang here. We can play it. It's cool. We can have a listen to Marley Yang, eh? I think the finger picking is really pretty. The drum grooves are fantastic. Those vocal harmonies are gorgeous, dude. Sup, Charles Sayer? Welcome to the live stream, by the way. Oh, there's that sort of synthy brass kind of stuff, eh? It's quite a tight mix, but I think the guitars suit it. And the harmonies in the correspondence with the vocals are gorgeous. Awesome. It does use Japanese, doesn't it? I've just realized that is. Seru no kude shite. I understand little bits of like the symbols because I did study Japanese for a bit. I'm not as familiar with the Taiwan Army language, but that's what I mean. It's so seamless, the integration there. They have different ways of maybe approaching the vocalizations of it, but it's just so easy to listen to, isn't it? It's gorgeous. It's so uplifting. They stay away from these sort of like low textures and make it into a track where it kind of breezes by. The groove and push of the pull of it. It's just the tempo 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3. I can't tell whether it's 16th triplets or not. Because if it's 16th triplets, the tempo isn't really that fast. You've got sort of a dance aesthetic there. Vocalist Natsuko from Taiwan Army. Thank you. Yes. So, just in case anyone's just come in, I have been going through their Wikipedia and reading up about this band. I've been checking out their Facebook and their the street web cover website, I think it's called. I've been learning that they got a Golden Melody Award, which is really cool. And that they work on their second album at the moment, which is kind of dope. So I think they're releasing an album either this year or maybe 2025. And they got featured on the Nine Souls game, which I think is great. They've got the cover song with that. Japanese was lingua franca on Taiwan up until 1945. Thank you. See, I did not know that CV's passem parabellum. I appreciate you letting me know. This is exactly why this live stream exists today. It's just to learn more about Collage and their stuff, as I understand it, because as a music reviewer, especially someone who's not familiar with the music or the language, I'm ignorant of it, and I'd like to know more. I do like the sound of the Ami language. It's the chanting of it was very, very pretty. This is not like a review session, by the way. This is just simply learning more about Collage. It's just something a little bit different. It's great. Are there any other songs you feel like we should listen through? Is there another song that you like from this album that you'd like to hear? You let me know. You let me know. We still got some time. I think I was going to go for an hour, so we can just hang out and just talk about stuff, I wonder what they're going to do differently with their next album, because I feel like there were some experimental elements so far. Oh, various indigenous languages were not systemically suppressed up until that's a shame that they were systemically suppressed. Language is a beautiful thing, man. It's a shame when people try to stop it. It's very special. It's very important for us to cherish and celebrate our languages. Especially because, just the fact that there are so many languages in the first place. There's so many varying dialects and little variations and stuff like that. Yeah. Which again is part of what makes this album special, is that we do have that range of different languages, I like how the outro track is just called Outro. I think that is very to the point. But nah, man, 100,000 listeners on Spotify is not bad at all. It's really good. What's this one? Oh, so this is a live performance. 1,000 eyes. And the crowd is going wild, dude. I've heard Chthonic before. And the choir there, dude. I don't know if that's keys or what, but that still sounds gorgeous, man. The drama. You're saying, with the running theme for Natsuko's works, maintaining the Taiwanese identity for her grandfather, a mixed tribe that also used Japanese for herself, new generation. That's awesome. See, I feel like that's a really cool thing for music, dude. That generational, making sure that it carries across the generations. I like the mixing in this track. For a live performance, it's very clean. And switching to a lead section. Ballsy move but effective. And for those soft vocals to... Who do you reckon's doing the growling there? Because the growling with the tremolo pick guitars and the soft lady vocals on top is a hell of a combo, man. It's almost black metalish, but it's always too beautiful for that, dude. It's such a visceral, gritty tone, but it works. Oh yeah, man. Oh yeah. That was really cool. No, that was fantastic. Again, I think like you got a vocal style like that, and it's kind of gritty and visceral, and you pair it with a lot the softer lady vocals, and then you have the mixture of different rhythm guitar parts with the bass and the drums, etc. And it works well for the rock and metal genre, and it sounds heavy, but there's also kind of weird, like they wanted to keep a sort of an interesting sort of sheen to it, where they didn't want to sort of recite in the sub bass too much. Like it wasn't like there was like really chuggy power chords or anything like that. Um, how do I describe it? It's just more of a piece where I think they're trying to focus on the glow, the pristine nature of those mid to high range guitar parts there, the tremolo picking there, the harmonies kind of align things. But there's also a menace to it, I suppose, again with the styles. It must be mentioned that Taiwanese language Natsuko has chosen to create lyrics and will be a dead tongue in 2 decades. That's really sad to hear. That sucks. She is a conservationist for the Taiwanese language. Well, I'm really happy to hear that they're doing that. It's a shame to hear that it will be a dead tongue. I'm just glad that people are trying to protect it and do what they can to kind of make sure that people know about it after it's gone. Charles Xie means they did a cover on this 5 years ago at a Chthonic music competition. That was the first time Natsuko and Hunter met, according to their interview. So I've got my webcam right here, and it's the chat goes underneath it. That's beautiful. See, this is awesome. This is what I like to hear, man. This is cool. So they met at a music competition. They did cover a music competition. That's awesome, man. So Chthonic been around for a while, have they? Oh, they have. How long have they been around then? They've been around since 2009. Oh, so that's so cool that they got to collaborate like that. That's awesome, man. Wow. And look how big they've gotten, man. I had no idea how Taiwanese can be so death metal until Natsuko put her spin on things. Like, yeah, you just got to get the right person on the mic. You just got to get the right person on the mic and they can just slam it. They can slam it. And it is metal. It's very different to a lot of the kind of really sort of full-bodied stuff. When you've got that kind of raspiness to it, it really does kind of make it seem like we're discussing something truly grotesque. And it sells it. It sells it really hard, man. Really hard. Freddie was a Parliament MP for 4 years, 8 years. It seems like a long time. Chthonic, one of the few rock bands from Taiwan to gain exposure in North America. Chthonic are a melodic death metal group whose music employs elements of traditional Taiwanese music, including the use of the hena, an instrument similar to the Western violin, and who frequently incorporate lore from their nation's history into their lyrics. Oh, so they have that kind of connection there. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. That context is needed. I understand what we're talking about now. So, like, Chthonic do like a similar thing they were doing a similar thing where they try to incorporate elements of their history and their lore into their music. I like that, man. Developing the audience in Taiwan with the albums Ninth Empyrean 2000 and Siddiq Bale 2005, they spread their message on a global scale, gaining followings in Japan and the US releases such as Takasago Army and Boutique in 2013. So they've been going a long time. In addition, the band is known outside of metal circles for frontman Freddie Lim, who became a legislator in Taiwan's parliament in 2016. So yes, it has been 8 years. Man, that's wild. Imagine doing music for 15 years and then becoming like a politician. That's wild, man. Formed in 1995, Chthonic take their name from the Greek word meaning of the underworld. on lead vocals, and Hina, Jesse Liu, aka Jesse the Infernal, on lead guitar, Doris Ye, aka Thunder Tears, on bass and backing vocals, CJ Kao, aka CJ Dispersed Fingers, on keyboards, and Danny Wang, aka Azathonian Hands, on drums. They released their first single, Deep Rising, B-Dub or Die, in 1998, and their first full-length album, Where the Ancestors' Soul Gather, followed in 1999. These guys have had a wild thing. I know they were about Collage, but Chthonic seem like they've had a hell of a history as well. They're good fun, man. Interesting musicians. I feel like I learned more about Collage today as well as Chthonic. They've got interesting histories. You know what? Why don't we finish off with that today? We'll finish off with that today, eh? I don't think that's what I want, actually. I think I want that one. And I want to get rid of this here. Is that the acoustic ballad version? All right. We'll watch this one then, eh? Thank you. Sup, Owen? Welcome to the live stream. We're learning about Collage today. We just got sidetracked with Chthonic. What brings me to Collage, I did a review on their stuff and it just got like 18k views in 2 weeks. And I realized that a lot of people seem to like Collage. And so today I'm doing a live stream trying to learn more about Collage. I'll leave it big. Just lovely, such love. I'll try not to pause too much, but just such lovely laying of those keys, really subtle on top of that. The strings with the vocals, how they unify and move forward. There's a lot of pretty tones to maybe underscore the severity of the story that's being told. Oh. That shift. Is that what I thought just happened? I didn't like that. Oh, man. That vocal style from the lady, it's so heavy, man. That just the way we're crying out there, it really kicks in at that halfway point. And even though the music is so, we have a minor key, but it's not in a lower register. It's like in a mid to upper range register, like almost like it's the wind's blowing us through history. And it's just horrific what occurred, man. And you know, watching the video and seeing all those different people with like some of them having the sort of the tribal outfits, like people of all different ages, young and old, kind of coming together singing that song. It's just such a brave thing to make music like this and to be able to sort of speak about your experience and the experiences of others and sort of try and communicate that history and what occurred. And it's so important, and that's part of what makes music so important, is that you have that platform to do it. You know, that storytelling with the music helping to communicate those emotions. It's just... I think that's the mark of an effective song, when it makes you feel something like this. And a really effective audio-visual experience. I'm really sorry that people had to go through that. I truly am sorry that people had to go through that. It's really sad, man. It was really well written. I love the combination of the Urhus and some of the... I'm going to say Suona. Suona comes to mind. But also the guitars, some of the lighter string instruments, the bass, the drums, just how effortlessly everything came together, having different sort of lead elements outside of the vocals, but just with how important the storytelling was to kind of get the point across. It was elevated by having the music video alongside it. I've got compositionally, it does a phenomenal job. Like, you can sense the sadness, but the music doesn't oversell it. It's really where the story kind of hits you like a train. And I can imagine that this would be a very important song for people who had directly been affected by it or who had relatives that were. I'm glad that Chthonic made it. I think this just sort of shows now more than ever how important it is to sort of, look back at history and remember what happened. And, if you're a musician, try to make your music matter. Yeah. I think I'm gonna go though. That hit me in the feels. Thank you to Blue Dinner Box, Shinyida. Who do we have here? Sawada, Suna, Yoshi, as well as Charles. And Taiwan, CV's Pessim Parabellum, as well as Owen, for coming in. Appreciate you turning up and hanging out. Thank you for sharing your music. Thank you also for giving me more information about these musicians. I'm going to go get some food. Hope you all have a nice weekend. Stay cool, stay safe, and please remember to support your local musicians and artists at this point in time, as they help more than ever with all the crazy stuff going on in the world. And I'll catch you all on the next live stream. Spider hands out. 3, 2, 1.